Planning your first or next Disney vacation can feel overwhelming, but I've got you covered. My name is Christina, and in this video, I'm going to break down all you need to know to help make your next Disney vacation magical, stress-free, and unforgettable. Let's dive in. First things first, what is Walt Disney World? Well, I'm sure you've heard of it because you're watching this video. But Disney World is a massive resort in Orlando, Florida, and it's made of 4 theme parks. You have Magic Kingdom, the classic park with Cinderella Castle, iconic rides like Dumbo and Pirates of the Caribbean, and all your favorite characters. And then there's EPCOT, a celebration of technology, culture, and cuisine, home to attractions like Frozen Ever After, Spaceship Earth, and Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. And Hollywood Studios, where movie magic comes alive with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Toy Story Land, and thrill rides like Tower of Terror. And can't forget the shows like Indiana Jones Stunt Show and Beauty and the Beast on stage. And then the 4th park is Disney's Animal Kingdom, which is a mix of a theme park and a zoo, and it has Pandora, the World of Avatar, Expedition Everest, featuring a very scary looking Yeti, and the famous Kilimanjaro safaris, where you get up close and personal with animals. And that's not all. Disney World also has its own shopping district called Disney Springs, 2 water parks, 2 mini golf courses, ESPN Zone, and 22 Disney resort hotels. Now let's break down the steps to help you plan your next vacation at the most magical place on earth. Step 1, choose when to go and for how long. Simple enough, right? Well, when is the best time of year to go to Disney World? Well, that's really up to your family's schedule and vacation needs. If you're looking for lower crowds and lower prices on hotels, then you're going to want to book in either January or February, early to mid-May, and early November. For best weather, you're probably looking at from mid-November to mid-March. But if you need to go during a school break, then you just choose a time that works best for you. And actually, I've got videos to help you make the most of your park days, even during the busiest times of year. And I'll actually be breaking down the pros and cons of going during each of the seasons throughout the year in a future video, so subscribe to be notified for that. Now, the length of the trip. To visit all 4 parks plus rest days and shopping days, you're going to want to book at least 7 days. And actually 10 days is even better, so you can visit a couple parks maybe more than once. But ultimately 2 weeks is probably ideal because it gives you more flexibility, especially if something unplanned happens like sickness. Step number 2, choose where to stay that will fit your family's size and budget. Now, there are tons of options in and around the Disney bubble, from Airbnbs to Good Neighbor hotels, and of the 22 Disney-owned resort hotels. Personally, I prefer staying at a Disney resort on property because you get early access into the theme parks 30 minutes before park open, so you can do must-do attractions with shorter waits, which is awesome. 2, you get access to Disney's transportation, which means you can take a bus, a monorail, Skyliner, or a boat completely free. And 3, it just feels more magical, you know, for both my family and me. Plus, Disney hospitality is great for families and very trustworthy. Now, Disney offers 3 resort categories that will fit every budget. First, you have the value resorts, like Art of Animation, which is both affordable and fun for families. Then you have the moderate resorts like Caribbean Beach, which is great for a balance of price and amenities. And number 3, you have the deluxe resorts like the Grand Floridian, which tend to have larger rooms, more luxurious, and closer to the parks. Now, I'll be digging deeper into all these categories in a future video, so hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments of what category you want to see first, value, moderate, or deluxe. And if you'll be staying off-site, check the hotel for free shuttles or just budget for parking fees. Step number 3, choose the best ticket option for you. Disney offers 2 different types of tickets. There's the 1 park per day ticket, Or there's a park hopper ticket, which allows you to visit multiple parks in a single day. Now keep in mind, Disney World is huge. It's the size of San Francisco. So if you want to hop from one park to another, it's going to take maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours out of your day. Disney buses are running constantly, but it could still take a while waiting for one to show up, either at your hotel or a park. But also, if you do want to park hop, the best parks to hop between are Hollywood Studios to EPCOT and vice versa, because you can ride the Skyliner, which is the quickest transportation, or from Magic Kingdom to EPCOT and vice versa, because you get to take a monorail. Although you do have to switch monorails at the Transportation Ticket Center, but still it's quicker than a bus usually. My advice, save some time and money and don't get the park hopper. Just go to one park per day, focus on that park. But if you don't have enough time on your trip to visit all 4 theme parks like you want to, then yeah, get the park hopper. Also, ticket prices vary depending on the time of year and the number of days you visit, so plan your budget accordingly. And there are also these things called park reservations. Since COVID, a lot of times you were required to make a park reservation when you purchase tickets. However, Disney has stated that theme park reservations are no longer required for date-based tickets. A date-based ticket requires you to choose a start date when you purchase the tickets. But for other admission types, a reservation will be required. So, no theme park reservation is required for date-based one-day tickets and date-based multi-day tickets, which is typically what you do when you create a vacation package. Reservations are required for tickets such as student group tickets, sport and convention tickets, Disney military salute tickets, and annual passes, and some others that they didn't specify. Oh, and another vacation package add-on that you can add anytime in advance, it's a little bit cheaper in advance, is the memory maker, which gets you the photos that are taken while you're on rides, which there are a lot more than I thought. And whenever you go to a Disney photography cast member and get your picture taken, like in front of the iconic castle or Tree of Life or Spaceship Earth, all throughout the park, and even when you do a character dining experience, all of that is included in your memory maker. And again, it's cheaper when you purchase it before your vacation than if you were to purchase it during your vacation. So save a little money and purchase it in advance if you think you're going to be using a lot of pictures, which I love because they're easy memories you can bring home. And don't forget to download them from your app before they expire. That's important too. And the other add-on is the Lightning Lane. Step number 4, rides, lightning lanes, and virtual queues. Whether you're looking for a thrill, a relaxing boat ride, or a galactic experience, rides are usually the highest priority for families. And yet, this can be the most complicated part of your vacation. Why? Well, you have some options. Option 1, enter the park, choose a ride you want to go on, head towards that ride, stand in line. Simple, right? Problem with this plan or this option can be that you wait in line all day long and you don't ride very many things. And that's actually what most people do. But you're not most people because you're watching this video. And truthfully, this is my favorite option to ride rides because I have a strategy I use in every single park so I can do our must-do rides, must-see attractions, and must-eat treats. And what's my strategy? Well, you're gonna have to subscribe to find out. I've got a video series coming up where I'm gonna break down the best strategy to navigate each of the 4 theme parks. And option 2 is purchasing lightning lanes. So the Lightning Lane Multi-Pass is a paid add-on that allows you to reserve shorter wait times for select attractions. Not every attraction, but a lot of them, especially at Magic Kingdom. You are usually waiting about 10 minutes or less with the Lightning Lane, and you can actually select up to 3 rides you want to go on 7 days in advance if you are staying at a Disney hotel. 3 days in advance if you're not. Prices for these Lightning Lanes do vary per day and per park. I've seen them around $25 a lot, especially during busy times, but they could be less, they could be more, just depends on the day and park you're going to. And you can add more lightning lanes as you use them throughout your day in the park, but they can run out. And multi-pass lightning lanes don't include the most popular rides at each of the parks. To get access to those via Lightning Lane, you'll need to purchase the Lightning Lane single pass. These can sell out pretty quick and include the following attractions: Magic Kingdom, there's Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Tron Light Cycle. EPCOT, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite rides. Hollywood Studios, there's Star Wars Rise the Resistance, which is a must-do attraction, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. And in Animal Kingdom, there's Avatar Flight of Passage, which has always been my favorite attraction, which is a simulated ride that you feel like you're flying, and it's awesome. And you can purchase both multi-pass and single pass for the same day. It's not a problem. They're two different things. And just to clarify, you can still go to standby line. Like, you don't have to purchase lightning lanes to be able to go on rides in the park. Standby lines are totally good, but I will say that lightning lanes are very much worth it if you are going there on a very busy day, like around a holiday or a school break, especially in Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom is where it's definitely worth the price. And then there's a virtual queue, which is a service Disney offers on newer attractions. You can join a virtual queue on the My Disney Experience app, which gets you a boarding group number. Then you can go do other things around the park while you wait for your group to be called. And it's totally free, but it can disappear in seconds. You can access the virtual queue either at 7 a.m. from anywhere or at 1 p.m. from inside the park the day you're going to be using it. So what I do is 5 minutes before 7 a.m. or 1 p.m., I check the virtual queue on the My Disney Experience app, confirm who's in my party, and then I wait until a minute till. And then once 6:59 hits or 12:59 hits, I just keep hitting that refresh button. And I don't stop until I get in. And you'll know right away if you get in once the clock strikes the hour, and then hopefully you get it. That's my best tips on how to do that. And right now, virtual queues are only available for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind in EPCOT and Tiana's Bayou Adventure in Magic Kingdom. So ultimately, to make the most of your trip, make sure you get familiar with My Disney Experience app. Would that be a good video for you? Would you like to know more about the My Disney Experience app and how to use it? Let me know in the comments. Or if you have any questions about the lightning lanes or rides or virtual queues, ask me in the comments. And if you want a free guide of all the rides throughout all the parks with height requirements and notes, especially if you have young kids, then check the description below for a link for your free guide. Okay, step 5, dining. Now, I don't know about you, but this is one of my favorite parts of a Disney vacation. And Disney World, there are so many options. Oh my gosh. I love it. Not just in the parks either. We're talking about the hotels. You can totally go to a restaurant at one of the hotels. You can go to Disney Springs. There's so many options. Throughout all of Walt Disney World, you have table service meals where you go and sit down at a table and there's a server who takes your order and all of that. Then there's also quick service meals, which is where you go to a counter and you order food, pick it up, and find a table. You can also mobile order at the quick service restaurants, which I highly recommend. So you don't have to wait in line at the restaurant. You can just mobile order from your phone, select the time you want to eat, and say I'm here when you're ready. Pretty simple, right? Plus, there's EPCOT festival booths, which happen multiple times throughout the year. There are 4 festivals, and they're fantastic. And then, of course, you have the iconic Disney snacks like pineapple Dole Whip or Mickey pretzels. So if you are looking to book a table service or character dining experience, such as with Mickey and Friends or Princesses, or at a popular restaurant like at Be Our Guest or Space 220, then you will need to make your reservation 60 days in advance from the time you check in. And you can do that on the Disney app or website at 6 a.m. Again, that's 6 a.m., 60 days from your check-in date. Why is this important? Because reservations at popular restaurants do fill up. And if you don't get it, it's okay. Keep checking. Plans change all the time, so reservations could open up as you approach closer to your vacation. So some of the most popular restaurants include Cinderella's Royal Table and Be Our Guest at Magic Kingdom, Space 220 in Les Celliers at EPCOT, Chef Mickey's at Disney's Contemporary Resort, Sci-Fi Dine-In at Hollywood Studios, and Yak and Yeti at Animal Kingdom, just to name a few. And royal tip, you can book these reservations 60 days from check-in up to 10 days of your trip. So I recommend booking the more popular restaurants later in your trips to have less competition at that 60 days from check-in day. And if you're looking for budget-friendly meals, quick service restaurants are going to be the best way to go. Dining can be pretty expensive at sit-down restaurants. Also part of the dining step, you can actually add the Disney dining plan to your vacation package. Now, this dining plan doesn't save you any money unless you were to order the most expensive item on every menu every time. That's a lot of food. It's just more a very convenient way to prepay for all your meals. And then you get credits that you can spend on table service restaurants, quick service restaurants, and snack credits, depending on which dining plan you choose. There's the dining plan that includes just quick service and snack credits. And then there's the other one that includes table service, quick service, and snacks. And I gotta say, it's very convenient to not have to worry about how much dining is gonna cost while you're on vacation because it's already prepaid for. It also doesn't include tip at the table service restaurant, so you're still going to be paying out of pocket for that. Now, here are some bonus tips for you, okay? Number 1, arrive early. The first 2 hours of park opening are the best for short lines. Number 2, make sure you are staying hydrated and taking breaks. Disney days can be long and exhausting. Number 3, use the baby care centers if you are traveling with young kids. They are lifesavers. Number 4, pack smart. Bring comfortable shoes, sunscreen, ponchos, because you never know the weather. We're in Florida after all. And most importantly, go with the flow. Not everything's going to go as planned, and that's okay. You're going to make memories no matter what. Disney World is a magical place. And with these tips, you are ready to plan your next family vacation. And if you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like it. Now I want to help you save some money on your Disney trip by clicking this video here.